Hello people, I'm Jaby Koay. Joining us is Amanda Ward. We're going to look at HUMPTY SHARMA Ki DULHANIA. This is with Varun Dhawan and Alia Bhatt. Alia Bhatt. I don't know how I messed up her name. I just said it right a second ago. Anyway, here we go. Soft look.
Yeah.
Like that old film look.
She's pretty.
He's dreaming.
Yeah. तेरा नाम हम्टी क्यों है?
बचपन में ना बहुत मोटा था मैं, तो मेरे दोस्त मुझे हम्टी बुलाने लगे, तब से राकेश बन गया हम्टी.
Okay, so this is a more commercial Bollywood movie that you'll see today, like this kind of hyper look to it with all the fast editing and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
तो करीना वाला डिजाइनर लहंगा पहन के करूंगी, वरना दूल्हे को टाटा बाय बाय कर दूंगी.
जूनियर कॉलेज में पार्टी दे रहे हैं, डीजे, दारू, मटन, फुल प्लानिंग है.
ओ, 1.5 महीने बाद ना मेरी शादी है.
ओ, पार्टी इतनी लंबी नहीं चलने वाली, आज रात तक खत्म हो जाए.
That's cool.
Yeah.
वाओ,
क्या?
हॉट लग रही है.
बॉटल सूंघते रह जाएगा और मेरी खत्म हो जाएगी. तेरे खाली फ्रिज में नए-नए पकवान पकते रहते.
ओए, मैं कोई वेला टेस्ट टू बेबी नहीं हूँ. विद्या बुक सेंटर का इकलौता वारिस हूँ मैं.
Oh boy. International villain. Is that what this said?
Oh.
International hero.
पीने के बाद इंसान दिमाग के बदले दिल से सोचने लगता है. I like to be in control.
अगर इसकी काव्य से नहीं होती ना तो मैं
सिर्फ दिमाग बड़ा है तेरा, दिल इतना सा, और वो तो उससे भी छोटा है.
This is a very colorful movie.
Yeah.
मुझे जाने दीजिए बाबूजी. प्लीज बाबूजी मुझे जाने दीजिए. बाबूजी प्लीज बाबूजी. बाबूजी मुझे मेरे डैड के पास जाने दीजिए बाबूजी.
One common trope I've noticed in the commercial Bollywood films, and you guys feel free to correct me if I'm wrong here, but it feels like the guys are more often the one who are like the hopeless romantics, and the women are more the independent, very strong. Like Alia Bhatt is a very strong character here,
Yeah.
who's like drinking dudes under the table.
I know!
Like, and so like I'm seeing a lot of females portrayed that way. Not that this is a bad thing. It's just something I'm noticing.
I love it.
I'm not speaking like positive or negative here. I'm just pointing at what I noticed, like in the stylized commercial Bollywood films where it's like super fast editing, super colorful. You'll often have a female character who's very independent and acts the way basically a dude might act in real life. There was one film a while back, I forgot what it was called, where the whole thing was this woman was a very independent woman who was like a working woman, and the guy wanted to be a stay-at-home dad or something like that. Or like basically, it was a gender role swap thing, and that was the premise of the movie. I just see that more and more today, which is just interesting. It's just an interesting thing. Yeah, what'd you think?
It would be nice if like we had more things like that.
It's funny you should say that. I feel like we're still fighting to find that voice, because what we get is us trying to break into that voice, like Bad Moms or whatever it's called. Is that what
yeah.
it's called? Christina Applegate was the villain in the first one. They have a new one coming out.
Oh,
And Mila
Kunis.
is the star of that movie. That's an example of where you have this kind of paradigm, this box that this person's trying to fit into, and then they end up breaking through it because they don't quite fit into that box.
Yeah.
Whereas here, like, they're already free of that idea. They're not restricted by it whatsoever. You're right, like, it would be cool to see that here. I'm actually used to seeing it from watching so many Indian trailers. I've seen similar stories to this before. Not this exact story, but I've seen similar stories to it. It does look like a lot of fun. Like, I'll watch anything with Alia Bhatt in it. She's really, really fun.
I've only known her for 2 minutes, but I love her.
Yeah.
Like, she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like him too. Like, he was so cute. I was like, oh, like, I just want them to be together.
Right, exactly. The villain villain they created in here is just perfect because he is exactly the guy that would mess me up in high school in terms of just like, oh, you're with her, god damn it. I can't even be mad. Like, because I can't be mad at her because like I think if I'm not mistaken, like I'm not exactly clear on who's engaged to who, but it seemed to me that she was engaged to that muscly bound dude.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like misunderstood the trailer. I remember in high school there was a girl I had a crush on who was actually kind of like her. She was like really independent, more like kind of like a dude in that way. Very pretty and very out there. And she liked me for a hot second, but I didn't act fast enough because I was just a nervous dude in high school. I was just like, I was the geekiest, hopeless romantic in high school. I'm cool now, but no, I'm just joking. I'm still like, yeah, but she ended up going with this like jock who's somehow muscle bound already in high school. I'm like, god damn it. Like, and he had a car. That was a huge thing in high school.
Yeah.
If a dude had a car already, like he was a grown up. I wanted a car so bad when I was in high school. I can totally relate to the main character here. The very opening was actually my favorite part because it had this very throwback feel to it. I appreciate that. Not like throwback to the 80s, but all the way to like the 50s, like the golden age of cinema. Well, at least for us anyway, like Gone with the Wind and all that.
Yeah. You look so perfect. The
Yeah.
lighting.
This is the very first like commercial Bollywood film that you're seeing, at least modern commercial Bollywood from like recent years, it seems like. How did you feel about it?
I mean, it looks so fun. Like, it feels like you'll be like leaving and being like, I should go take dance lessons.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, we don't get that over here in the States. Like, this is not a kind of film we see at all.
Because like people like joke about musicals, and sometimes musicals are so much fun to watch, especially on stage and stuff. So it's I like that it's like taken more seriously.
To me, this looks like a lot of fun, but I want to know what you guys think. If you've seen it already, please let me know. This came out in 2014, so it's something that we could watch on YouTube for $4. I'm actually really glad that YouTube has these offerings where it's so much easier to watch the films now. It's got 17,000 upvotes and 3,000 downvotes, and so that's a significant number of downvotes, so it's got some mixed feelings, and I can already imagine why it's got those mixed feelings based on some of the things we already talked about. It does look like a lot of fun, and I don't recall seeing this actor too many times, Varun Dhawan. Like, I'm sure I have seen him, but I haven't noticed him quite as much as I have in this trailer. Obviously, he's like the lead actor. If you guys think it's awesome, then this is something that we can check out. Let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed it, if you had fun with it. Please check out Amanda Ward on the social media. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you feel like supporting us on Patreon, please check out patreon.com/JabyKoay. There's rewards there if you're interested in that. And check out other reactions, reviews, and short films. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Amanda Ward.
Peace out.